Hello everyone, welcome to Beauty in the Garden. I'm T. So I want to go ahead and show you some of the things that are going on in the garden. So I have my tulips that are coming up. They're really pretty. And as well, I went ahead and sprayed my blueberries with fungicide to go ahead and get them a little bit more healthy because the leaves were falling off. And I went ahead and took care of that. And as well, here is my knockout rose and my beautiful hostas here that I went ahead and separated last year. Right here I have some purple queens that are coming up, and as well I have a little hosta that is starting to show its head as well. So as we go over here, I'm going to go ahead and show you. So I went ahead and planted up some items here. So actually the creeping jennies are actually from last season, and what I went ahead and did was I went ahead and separated them out and put them into different places, so they are doing really good now. So I hope you guys like this basket and try this out. I am going to be popping in a couple more plants throughout these planters. Now I have this on all four sides of the gazebo. So as we go ahead and stroll back along this way, same setup here. I have this hosta here. This hosta really had taken off in this. Now I will be stepping out next season because it will take over this whole planter. Now here's my purple queens and purple hearts that are coming up here. Another hosta that I went ahead and transferred into this one. Now this one's a little bit different, more like a lime green, and the other one was like more of a dark green. My knockout rose is doing very well. This is the coral color one, and it's doing really good. All of my plants that I went ahead and took off from my greenhouse because I am updating the greenhouse, and so I'm going to go ahead and show you that in a few as well. So right here is a heuchera. This is a beautiful colored heuchera. It has like a nice purple tinge to it. It's very gorgeous. I really like that. I have some mums here, and here are the tomatoes that we planted in that last video. Now I did tell you guys that my chives will be putting on some beautiful flowers, and what you see here, they are out. They're absolutely gorgeous. Like I told you, it's have like a clover look to them, and they're really beautiful. So once again, some more of my heucheras here. Now I will be dividing some of my heucheras so I can go ahead and have multiple heucheras, so I can go ahead and plant them out. So I do have a vision of growing a little bit more in the yard to go ahead and have like a border. So I will be propagating a lot of things. Now here is that tomato, you guys, that I planted. It is doing really well, what you see here. So as we go ahead and stroll along here, I have a different type of heuchera here, which you can tell by the color. I do want to get a couple more colors like the burnt orange. Right there is a beautiful purple queen, and here is a hardwood boxwood that I need to go ahead and trim up. Need to taper it a little bit more at the base and clean up all those little ones that you might see. Now if you look way back there, you guys, guess what that is? That is a raspberry canes that actually has grown because I let my raspberry touch the ground. So I will be digging those up. Actually, I'm not going to dig them up. I'm actually going to go ahead and clip them at the base, and I'm going to go ahead and put them in some soil and go ahead and get those with some roots and propagate those. Now as we go ahead and stroll along here, I am propagating these as well. So here is my salvia. So I am going to do some cuttings. So let me know if you guys want to see that type of video, and I'll show you guys how I go about making multiple plants off the plants that you already have to kind of save you some money. So down here I have some onions here. Now this radish right here is not doing good. The other one did die. The cold and as well the slugs and snails were eating it, so it did not do good. Now right back here, if you see really close to the ground, these are all sweet peas that I went ahead and popped on here, and it will be going ahead and climbing this fence. Right here is some parsley. Right here is some parsley. It's coming back so beautiful. I really like my parsley. I make a parsley salad, which is really good and really healthy for you, so try that out. Right here is some garlic chives here. My Swiss chard, which I need to go ahead and harvest some more. I've been harvesting, which you kind of can tell on the base. But I really need to go ahead and eat some more of this. So this is a great substitute if you don't have any spinach. right here is my bleeding heart, which is doing immaculate. And then right back here is a different type of heuchera. This is just a bright green heuchera here, which is a little bit different. It has a little bit of different tinge to it, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I did want to go ahead and show you. I did pop in some peas back here as well. So as we go ahead and stroll along, here is the mint. I went ahead and showed you guys that I went ahead and separated it. But look at the mint, it's coming back beautifully. My rosemary. Here I have my lettuce, my cilantro, some more mint, some more lettuce that I have going on. You guys see all of my lettuce, which is doing very well. Now there's nothing in this pot. I am gonna pop in some type of flower to give a little bit of color, a pop of color onto my prepping table. Now I did went ahead and started some new lettuce to go ahead and fill this pot back up. Now I did lose 3 of them out of this pot. I did have some more onions. I went ahead and popped those in. I'll show you guys as we go along in this video. So I have some mums here from last year. I went ahead and took those up from my front porch, and it's right here and one is right there. So let's go ahead and go into the main garden. Now I did tell you guys that I will be planting the onions, and I did, and they look absolutely amazing. They're doing good. They're standing up great. Now with my compost, I had some pumpkin seeds, so I had to go ahead in here and pull them out so they won't grow. So, but all in all, the onions is doing really well. I'm starting to actually see some swelling already. So that's a good sign that they're doing absolutely good. So as I keep going here, y'all know I have this beautiful knockout rose. This is a fuchsia color knockout rose. Now I do have some beautiful creeping jennies. Now I will be taking some of these out and putting them into pots. So when I want to do some planter arrangements, I have multiple pots that I can go ahead and pot somewhere else. So down here, I planted up some carrots, and you can see some of them are starting to emerge from the soil. Now I am going to go ahead, as they grow, I'm going to go ahead and pop some of them out and thin them out and place them. Okay. Now over here is my kale. It is doing really good. You guys, I've been trying to eat as much kale as possible. So if you don't eat kale on a regular, try not to grow too much of it, because it can just keep growing, and you got to consume it, or you can go ahead and cook it and freeze it. Now right here is my beautiful scarlet kale. Here is doing really well. My beautiful petunias, guys, look at that. The petunias has showed out. How gorgeous is this petunia? So down here is some more curly kale here. It's really beautiful. It's very healthy. I do have a little bit of cleaning to do. If you guys see here, I do have to come in here and find these and go ahead and discard them, because we don't want slugs and snails. So I will be going ahead and taking care of that problem today. Now over here is another beautiful petunia. Now I do have another color in here. This is this beautiful purple. I really love this color. So I really hope I find some more of them, or I might just go ahead and see if I can go ahead and get some cuttings off of that as well as it grows a little bit bigger. Now over here is my mums at the top here. They're all filling in really good. They're loving the warmth. Some more lettuce. It's really doing really good. I've been pricking off at the bottom base of these and getting me some good lettuce. So down here is the mustard. This is the Mizuna red leaf mustard, which is doing really good here. And this is the lettuce that I had cut in the video, and it's coming back. Okay, so as we stroll along here, I have my beautiful cabbage here, which you see, my beautiful cabbage is really doing good. It's not ready yet. It's getting there, but it's not ready yet. Some elephant garlic. I planted some onions around the perimeter here, and here is the Savoy cabbage I went to let to go to seed, and it's doing really good. Now down below here, if you look really close, it's gonna be hard to look. I went ahead and planted, you see there, I planted some gold beets and some red beets. throughout this bed here, which you see I'm doing some cleaning. My other cabbage, nope, not ready yet. It's getting there, it's firming up, it's getting there. It's not quite there yet. And the lettuce, like I told you guys, is coming back from the last harvest. You see the old harvest spot here, which is growing back really good. So as we go ahead and stroll along, look at that, you guys. They're almost ready to go ahead and collect these seeds very soon, very soon. So let's go ahead and move along. Now I am going to collect them very soon, those seeds, because if not, the birds are going to be eating my seeds. So I have a beautiful mum here and a beautiful mum there, and right here is a purple queen. You guys, I have yet to go ahead and plant these up. Now I am going to pop in some succulents in here because I think it would be perfect for this area where I don't have to water as often. Plus, because it's over my bench, I kind of don't want to keep putting any water in. If you see, it's like a little lip onto this, so water doesn't really hit this as much. Okay, my water barrel right here is my collards. I am going to harvest this collard green very soon. It's about time to go ahead and get this baby harvest, but it's gotten very huge. Onions right here. If you see right back here, I went ahead and treated my soil and gone ahead and put in some tomato tone, and I want to see how that's going to work. But I went ahead and sprinkled some, if you see the granulate down there, that is the tomato tone by Espoma. Okay, so we got our onions here. They're about to put out their seeds, they're about to bloom. And then right here, I popped in a rosemary. Right here, I popped in a rosemary in this corner, and I popped in some more onions. And look at this baby here. You about ready to harvest as well. Now I do need to go ahead and stake up this because we had some wind, but I did put a little stake here, and I want this to go to seed, complete seed, so I can collect those seeds. So I started the greenhouse, and you guys, it was work. Okay, I started putting the plastic on. I went ahead and put some brackets in. I was tired doing this, babies. I was tired. I got it done. I went ahead to keep the plastic from getting ripped. Popsicle sticks to keep them from ripping the plastic. Now down here is my strawberries. Down here, I had some mustard. This is a giant red leaf mustard here. Now I see one of these is not doing that great, but that's okay. I see some growth. The cold has came and did some numbers on it, but it's gonna be okay. So right here in these two pots here is the Swiss chard. So these are a little bit older. So I popped in another one right here because that one died. And let me get this out of here. We don't want no snails and slugs. And then right here is the dinosaur kale. And I have my little water here that I treat. I emptied out and cleaned everything out, prepped this area back clean. And then right here is all of my celery. Okay, so I have celery here, and it's doing really good, you guys. The celery is doing really, really good. The spinach right here, I went ahead and planted up all of these beautiful succulents. I just want this little area just to have a succulent section just for itself. And right here is some more of the spinach. I went ahead and popped back in my rack. I love this rack. Okay, right here is some thyme that I went ahead and popped into this pot here. Down here, I went ahead and did some cuttings on my salvias right here. My corn, popped them in there. My sweet potato slips that are starting, that I showed you guys in the video. So I ended up with a great bit off of those 3 sweet potatoes that I had. So, but that's what we are working with so far. In this pot right here, I went ahead and popped in some marigolds to go ahead and get those started. And I do have some other stuff inside that I got started. But this, you guys, is what it is looking like with the plastic up so far. And I need to go in and go ahead and get the roofing to go ahead and put on here. And I'm going with the clear vinyl topping, and that's what I'm going to put on here. So that's why that's not done. And down here is the onions that I planted up in the other video. And they're doing really good, you guys. I mean, wow, the growth is really nice. Okay, you guys see, I even got this one. You see that bulb right there, you guys? Look at that. Can you see that onion there? It's starting to swell. So we have some onions starting to swell. Now I am going to go ahead and fertilize my onions with some fish emulsion. Not today, but soon. These red radish, yeah, Chinese red radish. Now look at this, you guys. See what I'm saying with these cabbage loopers? I'm gonna go ahead and spray these. Now they normally don't mess with my radishes because of the pungent taste, but you know, they have to survive off of something. So I will be spraying this with my Beautee and taking care of that. Now I did pop in some new onions there. They haven't quite settled in yet, but they will soon. Now I do use my sprayer that you guys see right there that has my Beautee in it, and I just do a quick walkthrough. I throw it over my shoulder and I go ahead and spray with my Beautee. So this right here is what my greenhouse is looking like. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you could be notified when I do upload a video. And I will be going ahead and showing you guys how I'm going ahead and plant up my garden for this season. And remember, there's beauty in everyone's garden. And bye-bye for now.